Hi, this is Indranil and you are watching Business Bites in our channel The Spotlight News, India's first online business news channel. In today's Business Bites, first news we have seed funding for startups in India has dropped by 25% in 2024. Second news we have India is expected to be Apple's third largest market after the US and China by 2026. Third news we have RBI to impose more regulatory curbs on unsecured lending. Fourth news we have realty developer Sri Lotus has filed papers for IPO to raise 792 crore. And fifth news we have insolvency plea against Hero Electric by Metro Tyres has confirmed. In first news, seed funding for the startups in India has seen a 25% decline in 2024 calendar year. The declining trend in seed funding was majorly because of the cautions by the investors. Around 971 million US dollar of seed stage funding was there in this calendar year, while last year the seed stage funding amount was 1.3 billion US dollar. However, startups secured 11.3 billion US dollar of funding, which is 6% more compared to 2023 calendar year. In recent time, pre-IPO and late-stage funding rounds have become increasingly attractive, which offers shorter path of liquidity and stronger returns, and at the same time, venture capital funds in the stock market gains in the second half of the 2024 could have a direct impact on seed funding as investable capital saw a downward trend. With the ups and downs in the startup world in 2024, venture capital's fund experienced that as learning and market correction. In second news, India is expected to become Apple's third largest market by 2026 after the US and China. Currently, India is the fifth largest market for the Apple, while Japan is the third largest country and UK is the fourth. The substantial surge in revenue and sales in India for Apple is driven by increasing availability of financing options, steep discounts during festivals, and an evident consumer shift towards premium products. As of the third quarter of 2024, Apple had already shipped 8.5 million units to India, which already surpassed the total volume for the entire 2023, and it is expected to add another 4 million units in the December quarter, driven by the strong demand for their latest iPhones. The iPhone market share in China is steadily declining, where their local players are gaining their pie even in the premium segment where Apple was dominating so far, and that has seen after the resurgence of Huawei. Apple's iPhone shipments is expected to hit 14 to 15 million in 2025 with a year-on-year growth of 15 to 20%, where the estimated wholesale revenue in 2024 is 12 billion US dollar and is expected to be at 12.5 billion US dollar in 2025. There is a substantial surge in demand expected for iPhones from India's Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities in 2025, where Mumbai, Delhi, Bengaluru are the highest contributors in iPhone sales in 2024. In third news, the Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI, is going to impose more regulatory curbs on unsecured lending by the banks and finance companies. In recent past, it has been observed that lenders often sanctions extra facilities to borrowers with minimal process and due diligence, generously underwrite loans following inadequate fund and use monitoring, and deviate from loan to value ratio and risk weights. The RBI also warned about malpractices in the digital lending space, where few unethical players in digital lending space falsely claiming their association with regulated entities, and that enhanced the monitoring and transparency requirements. To mitigate this risk, the RBI is in the process of setting up a repository of digital lending apps. The strong interrelationship between banks, non-banking finance companies, and private credit players could give rise to systematic concerns, along with the possibility of regulatory arbitrage to circumvent regulation. In fourth news, realty developer Sri Lotus has filed for IPO to raise 792 crore. The Mumbai-based Sri Lotus Developers and Realty has filed their draft red herring prospectus with capital market regulator, the Security and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI, to raise 792 crore through initial public offerings, that is IPO. The company, presently focused on redevelopment projects in the luxury segment in the Mumbai's western suburb, has already raised around 400 crore through a private placement, and the proceed for the fresh issue is to extend the 550 crore will be used for investment in their subsidiaries for part funding development and construction cost of their ongoing projects and for general corporate purposes. At present, the company has 3 completed projects, 6 ongoing projects and 7 upcoming projects with a developable area of 6,80,000 square feet across residential and commercial properties. And in fifth news, the National Company Law Tribunal, that is NCLT, admits insolvency plea against Hero Electric by Metro Tyres. New Delhi-based Metro Tyres was the supplier of tires and tubes to Hero Electric, and initially there were no issues, but the issue started arising after they started supplying allegedly inferior quality products. Metro Tyres has approached the tribunal after Hero Electric defaulted on their dues of about 1.85 crore. Hero Electric was a front runner in the electric two-wheeler space, has came under controversies since allegations surfaced of the company wrongfully claiming subsidies under the government's flagship incentive scheme FAME 2, that is faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles, without meeting the specified localization norms, where the Ministry of Heavy Industries, after due inquiries, directed Hero Electric to refund claimed subsidies with interest. While last month, India's corporate fraud investigating agency, Serious Fraud Investigation Office, has sealed Hero Electric's office premises in Gurugram over violation of FAME 2 EV subsidy norms. The company's manufacturing facility is shut for more than a year now, while Hero Electric's dealers have claimed the company has not paid the dues of 400 to 500 crore. So these were the top 5 business news from Business Bytes in our channel, The Spotlight News, India's first online business news channel. So thank you very much for watching Business Bytes and signing it off.